Okay, good afternoon, class.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon,
Good
sir.
afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Thank you for your attention. Okay, so let's start with the unit three. It's a very basic part that we are going to cover today. It's a word processing using MS Word. So it's the entire information what we are going to deal today. That will be in terms of Microsoft Word. It is one of the application by Microsoft named as a Word, and the entire word processing will be done within that. So let's understand what is word processor, what are the advantages of word processor, what else the options features are available. So if we see the syllabus wise what the things we are going to discuss, we will understand first the concept of word processing, then we will discuss the basic idea about the MS Word and various options, then how to create, edit, perform spell and grammar check, then text and paragraph formatting, then tab spacing, etc. These options we will discuss with the word processing. Then we will discuss the tools available in the word process like find, replace, header, footer, and autocorrect. Then to add the different pages, we will understand the page properties like page setup, margins, mirror margins. Then to provide some kind of connections or to the links with other pages, we will add the hyperlink, then bookmarks, table of contents, saving in different formats means the same file you can save it with the different formats that we will understand as a part of our properties. Then we'll work with the different table options, because in word processing we can able to add the images, we can able to add the different types of tables. So how to set the tables, how to set the borders, then the most important part we will discuss alignments, then sorting, formula, convert to text, and then we will discuss comparison and adding with other features in terms of the mail merge option. That part we will discuss, and at the last how to perform the print. So these many things, the syllabus is so short, but mostly it is a practical oriented scenario that we are going to discuss in the unit 3. So let's start with the basic idea. What is the meaning of word processor? If I say the word processor, it is nothing but a type of application software that used to create all kinds of a text document. So whatever the things that I want to do inside my machine, inside my computer, with the terms of a words will be connected as a part of a text document inside this word processor. So it can be used to add images, sound, charts inside the document. See here, whenever I am dealing with computer, if I want to go with the text and all these parts, so I am coming with the two options. For example, I can say directly with this new, I'm getting here the text document option is here, and I'm getting one more option, that is Microsoft Word. So I'm just opening this new text. This is just called as what, notepad. Understand this, you can read, you can able to read here the new text document, and type of the document is notepad. This is by default Microsoft Word, or by default Microsoft Windows application, which allows you to perform the text related operations. For example, here I'm writing something, just understand. This is sample document. I'm just typing here. So this is just a characters I'm inserting, and I'm just saving this in terms of the text file. And if I save this file, save as, I'm getting an option here as demo.txt. I'll save it on a desktop so that you can understand. See here, I'll close this. I'm getting here the file named as a demo.txt file. This is one way, but it has some kind of a limitations. Some options are missing, many features are not available inside this. So there is one additional package coming as a Microsoft Office. We call that as a Microsoft Office package. And once you install that Microsoft Word package into your Windows operating system, you will get one more option over there called as what, Microsoft Word. So how I'm going to open this, if I click here, you can see here Microsoft Office, and inside this Microsoft Office package you will see these many different options, and one of the option is Microsoft Word 2010. This is basically a version 2010. There are so many different versions are there, but at the moment I'm running with the 2010. Next, in the fourth chapter, we are going to work with the Microsoft Excel. That is a spreadsheet. That is again installed over here. These are some additional packages that you can install to use your operating system, or to as per the user's need. It is allowing the user to perform the different options. So in the chapter 3 we are going to focus on this Microsoft Word 20. If I select this, it is going to get open. I'll just hide. This is again a demo. Now you can see the two Windows options are there. I will save this, save as. Again, I will save this in terms of C. You can check out the options here, Microsoft Word document, and I'll give the same name so that you can understand. Demo and save. Close this. This is demo, and I will save it on the desktop itself. Close this. See here. Earlier this was a .text file, and this is one .doc file. So this is documentation file. This is a text file. Understand the difference first, and then we will discuss what is the doc file means in the chapter 3. I hope the basic part I have shown you with a small example. So what does this word processor mean? So word processor is nothing but simple a type of application software that used to create all kinds of text document. So whatever the text related options are there, I'm going to work with Microsoft Word document. Along with the text document, it allows me to add the images, sound, different charts, different tables inside the document that we will discuss. Now, what are the advantages over the compared to other? Earlier, there was a concept of a typewriter. So compared to the typewriter, the advantages we are getting in the word processor are: the first, a document can be changed without retyping the entire document. It means whatever the things are there, for example, suppose this, I'll just easily copy and paste, and I can open inside my document. So I'll just go through that option, and I can rearrange it as it is in the same text format I'm getting it. This is the first part, advantage what I'm getting here. A document can be changed without retyping the entire document. So keep whatever the part you have already there, keep as it is. Additional part you can do very easily, which feature was not available in the typewriter. Second part, there is a typing mistake. It can be corrected easily. Suppose, for example, my mistake is there. By mistake, I have made a wrong spelling here. I can correct it. I just need to bring my cursor to that particular error, and I can remove that. So same thing is here again. I can remove that errors very easily. Correction, doing correction in the document file is very easily. That part I can show you. Okay. Third advantage what I am getting here is it is easy to insert the word, sentence or paragraphs in the middle of the document. Not only middle of the document, any part of the document, you can modify the document very easily. If I want to add something here, just go here, add. If you want to remove it, you can. Or at the start of the document you want to add, you can add. Any part of the document you consider, you can do perform updates, upgrades as per the need of the end user with very ease. That advantage you are getting in the case of Word document, word processing. The text can be duplicated easily without type it again. So suppose the same paragraph, whatever I have mentioned here, I just want to use it. as it is, but in different format. I just copy pasted it, control A, control C, sorry, control C, control V you can do, and just type over here. And again, if you want to change the different format, you can change the different format. If you want to use the different color formats, you can use the different color formats. Then bold, then you want to make their color change. This all the options are available. This the kind of advantages you are getting in the word processor. You can do, it's basically an art punch. A document can be saved for the further use. So whatever changes you have made into the document, if you want to save, just click on this save option. We are getting your this, or the one shortcut is also there. And the shortcut is simply you can click on Control S button, and you can click to the file save as. You can save to the respective location where you want to save the particular file. You can select that particular location. Suppose for example I want to save it on a C drive or in my picture folder. So I'll select the pictures, give the name, select the type, or keep the by default as a Word document. You can save it and you can continue. So these are the basic advantages you are getting in terms of word processor. Moving to the next part. So I'm going to work with this Microsoft Word. There are so many options are there. Like earlier there was 97 option was there, then 2000, 2003, 2007, then 2010, and very recent if you see 2013 option is also there, which is mostly used nowadays. So Microsoft Word is a word processing program that provides the facilities for the documentation that I have demonstration to the you. Then it can be used to create and type letters, reports, newsletter, brochures, etc. So this document, whatever the document I have just opened in front of you, it can be used in type various types. That may be one of the application is I'm saying that to prepare the reports, or I can say that I just want to prepare my resume. So to prepare the resume also you can use the Microsoft Word. Business brochures, newsletters, any kind of a document combination, presentation, very easily you can do with the help of a Microsoft Word option. So these are the different versions: 97 version, 2000 version, 2003 version, 7 version, and 10 version. And if you want to see which version is running on your machine, you can go with this, search for this Microsoft Office. You will get this Microsoft Office, and inside that you will get an option. For example, I'm running with Microsoft Word 2010, that is 2010 version that I'm running with. So this is basic idea. Then next is where you can use. You see, these are the different options, not limited to this, though I have shown you the 10 options over there regarding the use of Microsoft Word. It doesn't mean that only 10 options are there. It is unlimited. It is unlimited. It's up to the user for what purpose he or she is want to use the Microsoft Word. There is no limit basically. You can use it for whatever the applications you want to use. You can go with this Microsoft Word options. Just for the sample, we can say, just to prepare the letters, to write an applications, to write the notices, then facts, some MOUs, contracts, agreements, then some legal aspects you can use. Then you can use for writing up the agendas, preparing the calendars, then the resumes, CVs, etc. Then even most important part, the reports also. So that basic part you can do with the help of Microsoft Word option. Now let's focus what else options are there. Are you clear with the use advantages, not advantages, use of Microsoft Word? Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
simply part is what I'm saying, that is not limited to 10, and its use of Microsoft Word is unlimited. It is the user who wants to use for what type of applications can use. So let's explore the Microsoft Word Office. So what are the parts of this Word interface that we will discuss now? Okay. So this is just a sample document open in front of you, just like I'll open this. Okay. So I'll close this and I'll open one more new document just to understand it. So how to open the Microsoft Word document? So the simplest part I will show you. You can be anywhere. You can be anywhere. Right click and say new and select the option Microsoft Word document. This is the one way. One, I'll repeat the step. What is the easiest way? You will be anywhere in your system. For example, right now I'm in a desktop, or might be I'm in any drive. For example, let's assume that I'm on a D drive, and I can right click anywhere, and I'm getting an option over here, new Microsoft Word document. So this is one way that you can start with the Microsoft Word document. Or second option, you can go to the Windows Start option, search there Microsoft Office, and from Microsoft Office you will get an option called as a Microsoft Word 2010. The same option is there. You can start either with this style or that style. The result will be remains same. So let's assume I will go with this is the first option. Right click anywhere, say new and select the option Microsoft Word, and I'll give the name to this document. Just for understanding purpose, I will say one. I just mentioned one. This is one way to start. Another way is you go to the start window, start option, and type there star, just simply type there Microsoft Office, and you will get the option there as a Microsoft Word. Select this. The document is added over there, and I will save this file. Save as directly where you want to save. I want to save it on a D drive. Sorry. So select the D drive and give the name to and save. Close this. Both the file names. You can just check out the options what you are getting here. Just close this part. Save. You can just check. This is the way you can add the document. Once I open the document, I'll just maximize the screen. Okay. I'll hide this. So by default, my cursor is blinking here. The black color is, you can just check out. This is what my cursor, which is blinking. So that area I'm calling as working area. I'll work entirely in this part. So I'm calling this as a working area. Now, if you see here, this is status bar. At the end, you can see this is status bar. If you, this is just a status bar. Okay. Then document view. These are the different document views that you can see here. These are the document views: full screen, then and web layout. These are the document views. Then if you want to zoom particular part, that zooming part can be done with this. For that, just you need to add some data over here. So I'll add some data, just randomly I'll add anything. Again, so I just want to zoom out this, what is there. So I just bring the cursor down that you can check it out. So that zoom in, zoom out also possible. This is view. If I click, this is normal one page view, the print layout we call. This is full screen. It's the full screen. When I minimize, it is coming back. Simply press escape button on the escape button from your keyboard option. You'll moving to the main menu. And this is web layout, how the document will look on the web browser's perspective, so that you can just check out. So keep it on a print layout properties is the basic idea. Then I have shown you the status bar, document view, and zoom window. This one is status bar, total words, how many pages are there. If I want to add one page over here, I just need to bring the cursor down, back, enter, 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 enter. So second page is added. This is status. Total words I have here 59 words. So if I want to increase the 59 words, I'll just add one more line over here and just type the same here. 59, earlier there was 59, now 67. So whatever the words you add over here, that will be counted, and the that particular word count will be added over here. So these options you are getting. This is proofing errors. If you just check here, if any point is there, want to do the correction, auto correction, that proofreading concept will be there. I'll just say ignore once. This is the background. Okay, then while you are working with this, the blink color, what I said to you was a cursor. Vertical scroll bar means you are on the document and only one page is there, you will not able to see this. For example, if I remove whatever the entered part I have, and if I save this, again page 1 of 1, you can say this is vertical movement of your page. So I'm calling this as vertical scroll bar. बघा मी काय करतोय, जे डॉक्युमेंट आहे माझं, मला वर खाली म्हणजे माझा कर्सर एक्झॅक्टली कुठं आहे, तो कर्सरची मुवमेंट मी चेक करू शकतो, किंवा कर्सर मला एक्झॅक्टली कुठं न्यायचं आहे पेजवर माझ्या. दिस इज माय फर्स्ट पेज. ह्या पेजवर मला माझा कर्सर कुठं आहे तो चेक करायचंय, किंवा वर खाली काही मुवमेंट्स करायचं असेल, दॅट व्हर्टिकल मुवमेंट्स यू वॉन्ट टू डू, you can do with the help of this vertical scroll bar. Now the next part is, this is I'm calling as a title bar. You can able to see, this is the title bar, and these are the rulers, quick access toolbars. This all we are calling as what, rulers. So if I see, this is what title bar. Title means what type of a name you have given to the document. So by default I kept as a Microsoft Word, but I want to save it as a one. So I will save this, save as a one. Now it is coming as a one. This is the name we are calling as a title bar option. Now see what else the different options you can able to see here. Just try to understand the different options you can able to see over here. That part we are going to explore for the rest of the time. What else options are there? Just check. You can zoom out the screen. Okay. Is this part clear? I've just given the basic idea. Is this part clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's move to the next part. See, you can just see here. This is the tab option. Then logical group, you can just check out. This called as a ribbon part. Then working area, you can knowing this. Vertical scroll bar. Okay. So these are the tabs: home, insert, page layout, references, mailing, review, and view. These all I'm calling as simple tabs. These are the different tabs. So on your keyboard you have one option there, tab. So when you will be there in one of this and press this tab button, it will move accordingly. This is the simplest part, remember this. So these are the tabs: home, insert, page layout, reference, mailing, review, and views. These are the by default tabs you are coming with Microsoft Word option. Okay. Second, this is the logical group, means whatever the properties you are going to change inside the document, that will be with the help of the logical group. Now let's see, one of my document is open here. Okay. So I just want to change some properties of the text, whatever I have typed over there. So I just want to change their look. So earlier it is just assigned to the left. I want to bring it down to the uh, right. So just bring the cursor here. You can just see here. This is align text to the right. If I click here, earlier it was starting from this side, now it is starting from this side. So this is aligned to the left, this is aligned to the right. If I want to bring it on the center point, so simply click on align to the center. So this is now the center part. Also, whatever the space you can able to check out. If you want to reduce it, you can bring the cursor down and remove space after paragraph. See, no space, no spacing concept will be there. There will be no spacing concept. So this other again different options are there, so you can just check out. So if you want to bring it back, so whatever the changes I have done, I don't want to save it. So simply I can click here an option called as what undo. You can just click on this, or you can use the one shortcut is there called as what Control Z. Will be back to your original position. So I'm calling this as what undo, and whatever I have done, I just feel that it was a correct. So click on redo button. This is undo. Save this, whatever the changes I made. Okay, I don't want to use this part for my presentation, so I can change my presentation node over here. I can use this option. Save this. So this all I'm calling simply as a logical group. So simple options inside this you can able to perform. So this is related to your paragraph, the way you will arrange. This is related with your font size. Now font means if I select this, I want to increase the font size. So I can bring the font size up to this. So and again, if you want to change the font of any document, select this, go to an option. See, again, it is coming in a different fonts. So this is related to fonts. This is related to the paragraph and the page setup. These are the styles, how they normally writes. This is the change styles, means from where you want to add, which format you want to see. That very easily can just change out from this style. So this is the ribbon options, logical group, working area. You can just see in that option. Now let's see the ribbon options. So ribbon means these menus and toolbars have been replaced with the ribbon. Each table relates to a type of activities such as writing or laying out a page. Commands are organized in a logical groups. So these are the different options. Now we will focus. So this is the ribbon option we will discuss. See here, if I want to change the font, you can see these many fonts are available. These are some by default. If you want to add your own, you can add also. I'm just typing. This is MBA class. This is just the way I'm writing here. It is going to get changed. That style I'm calling simple as a font. If I want to increase it, the size, you can increase size. If you want to change their notation, for example, I have written the class over here simply, but I want the every character here as in it, what we can say in uppercase. Simply bring the cursor here, you will get an option over here, say change as an uppercase. If you want to bring only first the toggle case, you can change it into the toggle case also. Then the lower case, then capitalize each word, only the first letter will be get converted into the uppercase layer. Then this the by default sentence case, sorry, you can put. Then the bold you can make. Same thing, I can just copy paste over here so that you will understand the difference. If I remove the bold, see the difference. Class you can able to change. Then if you want to make it italic, just center this, click over here, the italic. Only the part is some kind of inclination with the baseline is going to get changed. And if you want to add a hyperlink, select this. Okay. I'll add one hyperlink over here. Control C, type Control V. Okay. Then select this and say uppercase. Now you can see that underline is over here. Then some cases you want to add some dates, like for example, uh, just this is a brand, for example, this is a word which is a brand word, so or trademark word. So I just want to add, this one is copyrighted, so I just want to add tm word, but that tm I want to bring it at the upper part side. So I'll select this and say this. See, this is trademark like the concept tm, or simply we say is as a part of a copyrighted. So just a part of a copyrighted added to this properties. So this kind of a things you can do. This is related to, okay, I'll add one more word over here so that you can understand. MBA for same. Just I want to add over here. So select this. You can reduce it for same, like that. You can do this. So these else options are coming over here, that format the clears. By default it is coming. Different color combinations are there. Then you can see the sentence toggle cases and all part. So what I'm saying to you all is, whenever you will get a time, uh, install Microsoft Office on your machine, on your PC. If it is already available, open it and try to explore each and everything in a different styles. काय करायचंय तुम्हाला, ज्यावेळेस वेळ मिळेल त्यावेळेस तुमच्या मशीनवर किंवा लॅपटॉपवर तुम्ही मायक्रोसॉफ्ट पॅकेज इन्स्टॉल आहे का नाही बघा. नसेल तर इन्स्टॉल करून घ्या. आणि इन्स्टॉल करून तुम्हाला काय करायचं, तर सिंपल प्रत्येक ह्याच्यामध्ये एक एक ऑप्शन फक्त तुम्हाला चेक करायचं आहे. सो सिम्पली यू कॅन चेंज दॅट ऑप्शन पार्ट्स ओव्हर हियर. Just a second. Is it clear? Whatever the parts I have shown you, demonstration part. Okay. The same type of a word file I can use, not only adding the text file, but for what purpose you want to use, you can use. For example, I'm using the word file to take the attendance of your class. So I'll show you. So I have just added my today's date, time, and I'm going to just take the attendance. Give the attendance meanwhile first. Roll number 1. Yes. I'll share. I'm just giving the attendance. Just give your attendance. Two, three. Roll number 3.
Yes, sir. 2 number.
4, 5,
Present, sir.
6,
Present, sir.
7,
Present, sir.
8,
Yes, sir. Present, sir.
9,
Present, sir.
9. Roll number 9. 10, 11. Your
Yes, sir.
attendance. 11 present. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16,
Yes, sir. 16.
17, 18, 19, 20, 21,
Yes, sir.
22.
Sir, 20 present.
Okay, 22,
Present, sir.
Hello?
Present, sir.
22, 23,
Present, sir.
23, 24,
Yes, sir.
25,
Yes, sir.
26,
Present, sir.
27,
Present, sir.
28,
Yes, sir.
29,
Present, sir.
30,
Yes, sir.
31,
Yes, sir.
32, 32, 33, 34,
Present, sir.
35, 36, 37,
Yes, sir.
38,
Yes, sir.
39,
Present, sir.
40,
Yes, sir.
41,
Yes, sir.
42,
Present, sir.
43, 44,
Yes, sir.
45,
Present, sir.
46,
Yes, sir.
47, 48,
Yes, sir.
49,
Yes, sir.
50, 50, 51, 52, 53,
Yes, sir.
54, 55,
Yes, sir.
56,
Yes, sir.
56, 57,
56, sir.
58,
Yes, sir.
58 is there, 59, 60,
Present, sir.
61,
Present, sir.
62,
Sir, 59 is present.
63, 64,
Yes, sir.
65, 66, 67,
Present, sir.
68, 69, and last is 70. Mute yourself. Mute, mute, mute. Who is that?
Hello, sir. 59 is
Mute.
present.
All of you mute yourself first. Snehal. Any number present, but by mistake I put as a absent there. Anyone there?
59, sir, is present.
59. Okay, I'll correct 59.
59, sir. 59.
Done. Any other number? Okay. So whenever you will get a time, just open the Word file and try to just make the changes what I have shown to you. Okay. After the ribbon option, we will have the title bar options. This title bar will be basically used for opening, closing, or minimizing your window options, or maybe for the restore option. So suppose I have opened this document and I just want to minimize it. So you'll get this option here, minimize. This is restore down. You can just check out that option as a restore down, and this one is a close. So if I this minimize, means the document will be minimized. If you want to again open, bring the cursor back to the restore down option. You can able to check this. This is full. This one is the small parts, and if you want to close this, you can just select this close option. So this is, I'm talking about the title bar options available over there. Then we can discuss the next part called as what rulers. So these are the horizontal ruler, can be used to select the tab, stop, and intents, or to adjust the width of the columns. The horizontal ruler or vertical ruler can also be used to change the page margins or place particular things in the page. That option you will get over here. For example, my document is open here. Here you are getting this option as a view ruler. If I click here, see, you are getting these options to set the margins. If you uncheck this, the ruler will not be there. If you click here, you are getting an option called as what? A ruler. This is talking about the properties. So if I bring the cursor here, see, everything will be going to get changed. If I this is horizontal, this one is a vertical. So if you want to set the margin over here, so this is vertical. This one is horizontal. That horizontal and vertical ruler options. So basically this is used to set the margin. जसं आपण नोटबुक मध्ये किंवा काही लिहिताना आपण कॉलम सोडतो आपण काही ठिकाणी left side la, right side la. The same concept is there. We are calling them as a setting the margins with the help of a ruler. So you can make this option in terms inside this ruler options. if you able to see my cursor, and my cursor, if I bring here, this is the ruler option. If I click here and just check. So this is basic idea about the ruler options. After ruler, scroll bars, this is what I have shown to you, maybe for upside, maybe for the downside, that you can check out. See, this is bringing the cursor down. You can just make the page up, page down. At the moment I have only one page. If I add one more page over here, just check seconds, options you are coming, and you can just go directly, means it takes a time, line by line you can able to move this with the help of the scroll bar. But if you directly jump from one page to another page, you can use this option as a previous page, next page, previous page, next page. This option is available over here. You can just save this. This is scroll bars. Then let's move towards the status bar. I have just shown you the change happens whenever you make any kind of a change. You can able to see inside the status bar. So status bar is a horizontal area at the bottom of the document window, which provides information about the current state of the document. So whatever the changes you are making inside the document you have, you can able to read over here. The total words on which page I am there. So I'm on a page number 1. Total, this is one word I'm considering. Total words, page, the information will be available over here. So these all the parts we are calling simply as the status bar. Then moving to the next part, create new file. So this is just changes whatever I have made inside the document. Now I just want to open the new document. So go to this option, file, say new document. You can start again, select this blank Word document. The new document will be open over here. So this is one option. Click file tab, click new, double click on the blank document. Your document will be open. And so this is a one way option that you can run with the create new file. Okay. The next option is start a document from the template side. So how you can start the document from the template file? Whatever the document is open, click on the file tab, new, available templates, and do one of the following click. So sample template, to select a template that is available on your document. Double click that specific template that you want to see. File, new. See, these many options are available for the templates that you can see. So this is the new resume samples, reports. These are the types, or these are the specific purpose. Flyers you can see, forms, gift certificates, greeting cards, inventories, then diagrams. I'll show with you simple resume format. So I'll select this particular template, and then just I will add categories. I will add personal. You can just check out this chronological resume. Okay, I'll select this. See, this type of document is open. You can zoom in it and just see, and you can just need to type your details. Accordingly, your resume will be going to get built. So this is the advantages what you are getting over here as a part. Okay. After that, whatever the changes you did, for example, I have changed this as a name. I just type over here street address. I'll say then email address. Then I'll add my website over here, www. I'll just add over here. Save this part. So whatever changes you made, if you want to save, you are getting the two options over there, saving a particular file. So save the document, save command is also used, or you can use the control S option. The choice is yours, how to saving a particular file. So see here, I can see this blue color save option, control S by default shortcut. I can save this. It is asking where you want to save the file. I'll save on a desktop, Chronicle resume. Just adding my name to know the template format. And in which format you want to save? I just want to save in the Word document format. Keep by default setting as it is and say save. Keep by default setting as it is and save. Close this. I have saved the file on a desktop. You can just check it out. See here, the name, the things, whatever you added, you can just check out this. Save this. So this is basic idea. You can see up to this how to save the files. If you want to change the options, the option formats, how to change the option format, that part we will discuss in the next lecture. We'll take a pause here. Any doubt, any query, you can just let me know. And whatever the slides I'm showing to you, I have kept the slides, I have shared the slides here. You can just check it out. This, you have an option here, computer operation and management. And I kept my third chapter over here, and the complete notes are available. If you click here, you're getting the Word file in the same templates. You can download it on your desktop and just check the symbols over there. So do the practice for the same, and we'll take a pause here for the today's session. Thank you. Any doubt, any query so far?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay.
No,
Thank
sir.
you, class. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.